What? 10 toes in, we'll be shading on business. I'm a big stepper, underground method. Okay, you're up. So what? Ow! Fuck!
Local CIA black station's gone dark, set up in the wake of the Singapore disaster. The station was tasked with keeping an eye on the local operations. Since the wall went up and the authorities abandoned evacuation efforts, the place has been pretty much run by the dump.
Shut your ugly ass. Not you, this dude. Oh, okay. Oh, that's Hendrix. You want me to kill that thing? What the fuck? Hendrix! Hendrix. Oh, that's a robot. Stop. Wrong way, son. I'm takedowning. Do a barrel roll. Oh, that's a grenade. Throw it back. Whee! Alright, we're gonna use the pistol. I mean, it's locked on his head. No shooting me. No shooting me. Like, I did not give you the consent to shoot me. You cannot shoot me. I mean, that's how life works, bro.
Come on, get to work on that relay.
Take his head off. Yeah.
Get to work on that relay. Make sure these sons of bitches can't talk to each other. Kane, comms are coming down as we speak. Where are you?
Got eyes on the Black Station. It's swarming with 54 immortals. Sending you an updated RP to your HUD.
On our way. We done here?
We're done.
What was that? open this door.
Structure's
Let's go
unstable.
gun blazing,
Break
right?
at any point.
Watch out, Benji! That building's coming down!
I think I passed it, yo.
Watch your step. You don't want bad weather to be part of your epitaph.
This place is falling apart. Hard to believe people still live here.
They're still on site, trying to grab everything they can before the worst of the storm hits.
Bro,
What do you suggest?
I suggest we hit them before the storm does.
there we go, binoculars. Zip line. What's that?
You got hostiles inbound, dead ahead.
Their drones will have to remove. Take them out while we have the chance.
Oh, it's Hendrix. Fuck. Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Hi, sir.
Eh,
How you been?
good.
Enemy warlord!
Reinforcements coming down the street.
No, no, no. When did I give you Kachente, like, kill me? Bro. Yo, I'm shooting you in the head right now. How are you not dead? Here's a bomb. Come on, die. Yes!
Kane, we got eyes on the black station.
Oh. Kane, I was trying to shoot you. Like, do not sneak up on me like that, or else you're gonna get a 35 Magnum in the head. I don't know. Sorry, but is that a turret?
Okay,
Now the door opens.
let's find out what we're dealing with here. What the hell tore through here? Something left in a hurry. Kane,
Could be 54i grunt detonations.
Yeah, maybe if the doors were blown in. But they're blown out.
Push it, bro. Thank you. What? Okay.
Something up ahead. Get ready.
Oh, yay. Yeah, that's for hitting me with that bomb.
You hear that? There's someone in there. We need this door open now. Let's go.
There's no need for brute force. Sometimes you just need to knock.
Or you could do that.
Holy fuck.
Well, that's a lot of dead people.
Turn that shit off. The fuck is this, Kane?
Running a search now.
Ew.
Denial of reincarnation. Perpetrated by Jay Zhang. 54 Immortals Enforcer. It was an execution method reserved for their worst enemies. Performed while they were still alive. Oh no. That's not good.
What? Something else?
The data drives. They're gone. Surveillance footage, reports, debriefs, everything we came here to download and clear. Local hard copy of CIA Black Site provides a daily sync with ongoing CIA global activity. If that gets out...
It would compromise every CIA operation around the world.
What about the drive's tracking?
Biodomes. The heart of 54 Immortals operations and home of brother-sister team and leaders, Go Min and Go Zhulon.
So let's go get our drives and give them a little payback.
I don't think the Immortals killed these people. You saw the doors blasted from the inside. You saw them drilling. They never made it inside this room.
So who do you think did it? I mean, who else had access to this?
The last reported operation at this station involved a Winslow Accord Black Cyber Ops unit. It was John Taylor's team.
What? You think they had something to do with these murders?
There's no fucking way, Kane. Look, I know Taylor. There's no way he'd turn on his own.
He would. Trust me. Yes.
So, I wanted to ask you. Kane thinks Taylor's behind the Black Station hit. Shouldn't their DNI show her exactly where they are?
Kane said they're off the grid. They must have found a way to disable the DNI tracking.
The murders. The clear-out job on the station. All signs point to Taylor's team being compromised.
We served alongside these people for 5 years.
We know them. They wouldn't just flip. It's the Immortals. Killing style even says so.
Taylor, Immortals.
Biodome.
54 Immortals have never been stronger. Singapore Armed Forces, CIA.
Taylor's team or something, or we just had a bar?
You're still relying on enforcers like
Yeah,
Jay
we're
Zhang?
just at a bar.
Jay Zhang. Nobody's seen him in years. Never mind about Jay fucking Sean. Why should I be interested in your shitty robots?
You okay, Ron?
Those are the finest.
Well, let's take our school marker.
Code Black.
We'll stay home now.
Tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah.
Don't care about Black Hendrix. Care
We'll let
about...
them stay home now.
You might not know this, but Singapore dollar ain't what it used to be. Hey! Bring my friends another round. Who would have thought, right? One downtown building explodes and everything falls into chaos and anarchy.
Come on, Danny. Look, how far we go back, huh? I know what happened here. The whole sordid history of the Q-Zone.
Hey, bud.
Eh,
How's it going?
You shame us in front of our guests!
Come on, Danny, relax. Look, we're just here to make a deal. You know that the Winslow Accord, they have the finest combat
did
technique.
you just stab him?
Winslow Accord don't mean shit inside the Q-Zone. Where were they when so many died?
Cabin on him out?
When the SAF abandoned us and built
For did you just stab a man for spilling a drink? What is wrong with you?
I need more time to locate the data drives.
You know who was there? The 54 Immortals. They built something out of chaos. They took this and rerouted the solar power from the super trees. If not for the Immortals, we wouldn't even have electricity in this shithole. They gave us hope when there was none.
Yeah. With the backing of the CDP, this port's now at the heart of their covert arms smuggling.
I don't know who you are, but let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Let's see what your robots can do, Hendrix. Maybe we can work something out.
That's all we ask.
Is it now?
Go Min, go Shulan. This is unexpected. I did not know you would make an appearance.
We did not know the Winslow Accord Special Forces would make one either.
Hold on, man. Whatever you think you heard wrong. We're not looking for trouble. We're free agents.
Do not insult me with your lies. You and your kind have killed many of our people. This cannot be forgiven!
Do you think we do not know why you are here?
You've been made, Hendrix. What's the call?
Now!
Whoa!
Plan B?
Taylor?
Plan B. Kane, initiate secondary protocol, Echo 2.
I thought you and Danny Lee were friends.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh, what is happening?
Robot squad activating assault mode.
I hope you've located those
Stop shooting me! Stop it! Stop it!
Got him. The server room in Cloud Mountain.
right at the heart of their operations.
How much of a bet that's where Jordan wants?
Overwatch shows CDP allies ahead. Looks like the Nile River. They're in town.
You kidding me? What are they on vacation?
I done flashbang myself. Flashbang! Get down. Get down from there. If it took almost a whole round from a BRM auto, then you are almost indestructible. And that ain't good. I mean, it's good for your team, that's good. For your team, it's good, not for me, though. Darn! You body slam him for. Do I have schizophrenia? That's a bunch of numbers I don't want to say. Wait, throw that back. Oh my god! A grenade! Heavy! Throw it back!
We're not moving until that turret is down. Got 54i reinforcements inbound.
I made this. Do not.
Help me, please.
Got you.
Got 54i reinforcements inbound.
Help me, please.
Let's head it. Throw a bomb, throw a bomb, throw a bomb. Flashbang. They don't take that long. They really ought to just get my crap together, you know?
Moving up. Give me some cover.
Go. I'm hitting something. I don't know what I'm hitting. I'm hitting someone. Let's go. Murder's fun. I am not letting you guys take over the world. Okay, bomb out. The bomb bay. Man, that turret. You are mine! Could've got my gun. Bomb! Bomb them! Got you. Hendricks, I need you. I was just shot there by a sniper.
I've located a backdoor entrance to Cloud Mountain.
Yeah, one of them died from that. Flashbang! Oh!
Goes Yuan seems pretty pissed.
You shot her brother.
I should have shot her.
Well, these are the various kingdoms that work there. They're all kingdoms in their own different ways. And, folks know about Minos and Nolan because of the Minotaur and the legends there. We know about the Spartans because of Thermopylae, and Athenians because that's really the first issue of classical democracy. And we tend to focus, of course, on Athens because it was a democracy and democracy was mandatory. Right? You had to participate, and that's one of the areas in which, Max and others sort of look at this and say, well, okay, we really want a system in which you are mandated to do this, as the famous song by the band Rush says, the song Free Will, written by Neil Peart. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. So the idea of not, yes, but right, but that's exactly it. But it's the idea of not participating also is a way of participating and showing your you had to participate there. But the real issue, of course, was how do you keep it so that you don't descend from a democracy into what I and others have called a monarchy, mob rule. Invariably, that's what you do. Is the phrase, I believe this is Franklin said it, democracy was tools that she decided to get out of it. Obviously, well, obviously, but there's that, because what happens is any sort of circumstance, you will have a political system that will walk.
Who got those Oreos? What is that, Darla?
And in fact,
what did you do?
The very essence of what our republic is about is this idea that a majority simply can't act because they have the power of numbers, right? They cannot move to outlaw a religion, or outlaw a particular art form, or outlaw a particular form of speech, or outlaw the right to self-defense, or outlaw a whole host of other rights simply by virtue of the numbers. Now, we are a democratic republic, and so many of the things that we do are based upon democratic majority rules. But in the end, what the founders took from classic antiquity is you can't have a system in which that rules all the time. Otherwise, political minorities are going to get hurt. And they did this, right, because in the end, our revolution was also predicated on this idea that the communists were a political minority, right? They were certainly not the majority in terms of the British Empire. But what happened is that the majority, the folks in Parliament, were voting on policies that had an impact on the communists. The communists had no say in it, and therefore they wanted to balance out the power.
So they were very careful that there was a deliberation, and that the minorities were not trampled upon.
So deliberation is one part of it, right? You can have a deliberative attempt, right? You can have great amounts of debate and still wind up trampling on minority rights. Yes.
Because
it's descended into monarchy, and eventually, that's where the legitimacy of any system fails when minority rights get trampled in the end. Because in the end, when you don't have everybody, franchise isn't the right word, but everybody doesn't have a stake in the future of the republic, then the republic is going to die. And in fact, to take it away from classic antiquity, which is our field, there is a great book called Property and Freedom, two great books that came by that, Property and Freedom by David Price, and The Mystery of Capital by Hernando de Soto. Hernando de Soto has the benefit of being around America, but de Soto talks about property rights, and what both is proven, exactly. And what both de Soto and Price come to the conclusion is that property rights, when they're protected from predation of others, again, the majority may want somebody, they don't want to take somebody's property, and for whatever public purpose. Anyway, the point is, in the end, property rights both allow for economic stability, because people are going to invest in their own futures, but also political stability in the long term, because they have a self-stake in the future of the society. When people do not have a stake in the future of their society, that society is going to collapse. And that's probably the greatest lesson that came out of those republics, or not republics, but those nations in classic antiquity, because you have the despotism of the Minoans, you have the authoritarianism of the Spartans, and then you have the autocracy of the Athenians, and all of these sort of pointed to areas in which we need to sort of make decisions here. Make sure
but also thinking, when I started, there were these forest, and they would all, rush to the policy to get a forest force, but in the 70s, the forest force had all this power over people to stir them and create this sort of mob on. Right. So I think that the city, that was something that didn't fail us, was that the people weren't actually knowledgeable in its debate. Well, that is true. Go for that, but they haven't heard the other side of it. Like, how are we going to pay for that? And finally, we may get this, but now we're taking 3/4 of your taxes and whatever the situation might be. So the mobocracy and the pure democracy is the translated to the minority rights, but also you don't have the debate to hear both.
Well, there's that aspect, but it's also taken to another level, which is the idea of, it also speaks to the fact that government should be involved. Right? That we have government with limited power and limited size and scope. Because the more things the government does in any kind of system, the less ability there is for people to control. So you understand it. One of my great mentors was a gentleman named Fred Smith, who was the founder of NSS. It's a think tank for a number of years. And Fred used to say, people are stupid because they're smart. And that wasn't casting aspersions on people. What he was saying is that most people, they live their lives and they're focused on what's in front of them, what's important to them in their daily lives. You know, it's their jobs, it's keeping their family safe, keeping their family prosperous, all of those things sort of in their life. And they're not paying attention to what's going on with gas taxes or what's going on with property design. And the issue is so complex that they can't speak about these things or how they're doing it. So, you know, one of the things, right, we have a representative, you know, republic here. So we have the two houses of Congress, both of which are representative, and then, you know, the exceptional powers of the Senate. So members of the House of Representatives, they represent a certain number of people, and that's supposed to give those people a voice. And then the Senate is also supposed to balance things out. I know we're not going to have enough time today, for instance, here in the conflict between rural and urban areas and rural and urban states. But that's a huge issue. It's worth a lot of federalism. But what we recognize is that the people are not going to be able to convert on some of the things. The problem is that the more government gets involved in it, and the less people know about what the government is getting itself involved in, the less they are able to go to get another thing going.
Why should I keep the government small?
Exactly.
People feel like they're stirred and they're in the representative. But I'm going to go back to that.
Hold on. Before we do this, real quick, because so I used to teach a class on regulatory laws, and one of the things I would have my students do in the first 1 or 2 classes, I would have to go to this particular website, and I would have them look up all of the regulations that had just been proposed, like in the last week, and the ones that have been proposed that were coming close for coming. The idea was to get them to understand just how many things the federal government, executive branch, was involved, whether it is determining that this species of squirrel is endangered in Colorado, or whether it is figuring out bridge opening schedules on the intercoastal waterway. So all of those things. I mean, the point is, people need a better understanding.
Yeah.
Sorry, the ingredients, but no,
that is Jefferson wanted everything to be open for their speed for people to vote on, and they are there. We hire representatives to go do the things for us, to go back and say, we hire representatives to do things for us because we don't have time.
Right.
In a pure democracy, because Michigan said for democracy, in a pure democracy, we kept them showing up for every vote. And we don't know what exactly all the issues are on the world. So we hire somebody to report. So we know that the indigenous being a mob, what started to narrow this down, what started to happen, they got, how did that bring it down?
Well, I mean, again, essentially what happens is that you have a series of situations in which the mob is engaging in decisions that are impacting minorities and citizens. And
so do people uprise?
Well, I think it essentially, right, is that they just stop participating. But it wasn't so much an uprise, but essentially the legitimacy of the government began to be questioned, and then it just sort of collapsed. Because the minority was unhappy. Yes, we're going to see situations where say, slow collapse. Again, it's something that the founders are deeply concerned about in society, of preventing the decay of the republic over time. And so you have to find systems in which you're going to prevent that.
And so in America, what I'm saying is they gave the minority of voice system being represented by the representatives. So even if we have that, we have the majority, when the minority feels that they're heard.
Well, there's that aspect of it, but there's also, right, the balance of power between the two branches of government, right? So if Congress passes a law that is, say, violative of the First Amendment, then someone can challenge that, and it goes to the courts, and that can be overturned. Or if the federal executive branch believes something that is, let's say, violative of the right to keep bear arms, that can be challenged in the courts, or Congress can step in and do something about it. I mean, that's,
So the checks and balances that wrote in our Constitution has the minority feel that they're. So what I'm getting from this is that the opinions that became law, the rules of the meeting, the minority is still heard, they started getting happy, they fought in conflict, then each other, then they became homeschooled, and they were overtaken. So our founders are exceptional and are very successful in this regard. We made sure that the checks and balances were done, that the minority has a voice, and that this isn't right. And I heard a young woman on podcast said, look, one thing about America that you may vote in a president is I a president we win it, I don't like, but I know for 4 to 8 years, I have the opportunity to change things. That is the brilliantly exceptional quality of the Constitution. Can you talk to us for a second about Sparta? What happened in Sparta?
Well, before we get Sparta, because I just want you to know, I'm constantly reminded of one of my favorite quotes from 1992's Congress of the United States, in which Justice O'Connor said, the Constitution protects us from our own best intentions. It divides power among sovereigns, so different levels of government, and among branches of government so that we might resist the temptation to concentrate power in one branch as the expedient solution to this crisis of the day. So the idea is that we diffuse power, and that protects individual rights. That keeps checks off the road. And again, protects us from our own best intentions. We may have the best of intentions in terms of enacting laws. And it gets to what we were talking about in terms of, I may not like this particular president. I may not like, but that president could have great intentions and I may disagree with what they're doing. And in the end, if it's running roughshod over minority rights, then we have to do something about it. Now, I mean, in terms of Sparta, right? So,
well, I'm just going to please. It's really interesting because this is the genius of the founding. Is that the legislative branch passed the bill and the president can veto it, and go back to that. And also the House and the Senate have to agree. There's a check there.
Right.
There's a check with the president. Then there's a check with the court.
Right.
And all of that can say, well, this isn't really constitutional. And that does slow down the passion, slows down the rule of the mob, so to speak. And then people feel, but what I'm going to is that everything the Supreme Court should be all in all. If the legislative branch can go back and overturn the decision of the Supreme Court if they pass another bill.
Provided that it comports with what the constitutional restrictions of the High Court is put. Right? I mean, that's the.
But they can, and people think that the Supreme Court speaks and that's it. They
well,
have the opportunity.
They have the opportunity, but again, it still all has to conform to the Constitution. So this is the issue. So if Congress passes a bill that I don't want to use a modern example, but again, Congress passes a bill that infringes upon the First Amendment rights, then and that gets challenged, it gets overturned by the High Court. Congress can pass a similar bill, but it can't go and violate whatever the right line standard the High Court has set, because that's what the Constitution says. The Constitution, at the end of the day, is the end-all, be-all arbiter of what any branch of government is. The legislative branch, the executive branch, or the judicial branch.
Which is why everybody's very respect the Constitution.
Absolutely, 100%.
It was really news to me, actually. I didn't even know that. If you're at a baseball game and they're swearing in as young, big RUs
right.
The Air Force.
Yeah, I will
swear to the
Constitution. Right. You're not swearing an oath of allegiance to the President of the United States. You're not swearing an oath of allegiance to the government of the United States. You're swearing an oath, that's right, an oath of allegiance to the President. So, which is actually a perfect segue to Sparta, right?
Yeah.
A military autocracy. So, you have power concentrated in the hands of one person or very few. But where you have essentially it's power is governed by force, and so eventually again that is going to getting back to some of the opinions. Anytime you have a circumstance in which you have a minority population that is not vested in the future of the nation, then that is going to that enterprise is going to end because the people are going to either rise up or people are in power, or they're going to move, or they're going to do whatever. And there are a whole host of things that can happen here. And so eventually, right, Sparta was Sparta. I think eventually it's conquered. But in the end,
they were military. They were the top of military.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
I'm not a classical Greek scholar, but I understand this.
We throw these words around, right? And I just think it's interesting to go through these previous ones. With a democracy, it became a mobocracy. Yeah. It was military, which happened to Rome.
Yeah.
Probably because the military became involved, and that was their downfall.
Right.
But what happened with the Minoans?
Well, so now, the king of Minos essentially just became a tyrant, a tyrannical rule there. So it was by force. It wasn't all military force. Where with Sparta, of course, everything was centered around military and military life, and it was defensive, but still it was all centered around the military. In Minos, as I recall, it was all just about the king's will, and all. And so that's again is going to folks are eventually going to rise up. There's nothing more fraught with power or fraught with peril than a king or any kind of leader who thinks he or she has all the power. Eventually, a tyrant is going to do it. I say this, of course, at looking at North Korea, but North Korea is a special example because they have nuclear weapons.
Yeah, and they think they're tyrants.
Yeah. Well, yes. Well, right. But eventually that kind of system is going to fail.
So Minos were democracy, Sparta was military.
Yeah, obviously.
And the Minoans have kings.
Yeah, that's
but we have great archaeology.
Yes.
Great archaeology.
Yes.
Still,
absolutely. Oh yes. Well, listen, it's one of those things. This is how we know that at least back in classical antiquity, they really did have this legend of the Minotaur. Not that the Minotaur was a real thing, but we know that they had the maze, and we know that we suspect that Icarus and Daedalus were real people. I don't know if you know the legend of Icarus and Daedalus. He was a famous inventor and philosopher who I believe it was the king of Minos that captured him and put him into the where it was like. So Icarus was very clever. Icarus was the man who figured out how to get through the Minotaur's maze. And as legend would have it, he was imprisoned in a tower with his son. He built a set of wings out of feathers and wax. And his son flew through his son. But anyway, here on Roots, we see that legend extends way back when.
So our founders have done their research. Yeah. We don't want to repeat that because Jefferson, Madison wrote Jefferson said, "Send me all your books."
Right.
So Jefferson was in Paris, sent Madison a ton of books.
Right.
Before the convention, he actually read all these books. They already knew anyway. Right. Said, "We don't want to repeat this. This is how I think the Constitution should be formed." And I do believe that's one of the exceptional things about America. The document has kept us so far, 247 years, from falling into these.
As long as we respect it, and that's the. Know it and respect it, understand why it exists, right? Because it's very easy. We've had presidents who said, this job would be great if I didn't have to do like protecting the problem we have people sidestep and circumvent our Constitution. But keep in mind, right, that Madison, who, along with, Hamilton to an extent and others, Madison, of course, wrote the Bill of Rights, and keep in mind that Madison had this education steeped in classical antiquity. So before he went to college in New Jersey, now Princeton, he was well versed in these things. And then, of course, he was responsible for writing various aspects of Virginia's Constitution, as well as Virginia's Declaration of Individual Rights in the 1770s. And so he already had things in mind as to what he knew he wanted in there. And most importantly, recognized a couple of things. He recognized that the Constitution, the body of the Constitution itself, is legally obligated to how it works. That's the other thing that makes America exceptional. And it's one of the things that I talk about quite a bit. I correct people on this, is the recognition that government doesn't have rights. Government has powers. Powers that we as a people have given to the government, right? And as a way of giving up some of our rights. We give up some of our rights so the government can have powers. But whatever is not surrendered by the people to the government is retained by the people. And so Madison knew the body, right, exactly, oh yes. And Madison knew that the body of the Constitution really had to be about enumerating these powers specifically.
And so people are saying enumerate.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Spelling out exactly what the powers of that government was.
They're limited in number.
It's exactly right. Limited in number, making sure that that was the orbit of what they could do. Now, obviously, open to interpretation, for 60 years, between the 1930s and the 1990s, we had an unrelenting expansion of what the powers of the federal government were under the Commerce Clause of the Constitution, which says that Congress has the power to regulate interstate commerce. So, and it was only in the 1990s that the Supreme Court finally said, you know something, that's not sort of an afterthought language. Those words, regulate interstate commerce, really have a meaning. It doesn't mean that the government can do anything it wants to, and took steps there. So anyway, the point is, the body of the Constitution is about laying out those powers, but then we had to have some kind of a Bill of Rights to make sure that at least some of the basic things were laid out.
Yes, and that leads to the anti-federalist.
Yes.
Which is the part, the way to study it. This is the topic, this is what the Constitution says, this is what the Federalist says. And then, of course, the Federalist Papers were written to explain the United States Constitution, written by John Jay, Alexander Hamilton, and James Madison,
Three men who came at these issues from very different perspectives. And that's very important because, they all three of them, you have Madison, who is very skeptical of a centralized government. You have Hamilton, who very much wants a centralized government. In fact, some might say that he wanted a monarchy in the United States. And then you have John Jay, who was somewhere in the middle. He believed in centralized power, but he was skeptical of centralized power because of his own history in all of this, given the way he was raised and the persecution of his family as French Huguenots going back. Anyway,
and he was our first Supreme
He was. And so, and if you've never visited John Jay's home in Tacoma, New York, you need to. But we'll get that's a whole other thing. The point is, you have these three men, all of whom come at this from widely divergent perspectives, but all of whom recognize the importance of the ratification of this Constitution as a way of safeguarding that which they just fought for.
Which goes back, I'd like to interject, to Washington,
right,
who had learned that when the colonies were so unique and so different, so dispersed, and there was really no unity between the colonies. And Washington understood as the general, he had to pull these disparate groups together with no shoes and no jackets and socks and walking on ice and all that. He had to teach them unity of a country. The country wasn't really a thought.
Absolutely.
Because it was really more, I'm a Virginian or I'm from New York.
13 sovereign states. And the state in the definition, we have a very different definition of what states are now than at the time of the Revolution. At the time of the Revolution, it was what we now think of as nation states. These were sovereign, different nations.
Like Europe, that would be a good
right, that's exactly right. So, Virginia would be France, and Delaware would be Italy. I mean, obviously, we can sort of go down the road. But the point is, in the end, that Madison even knew, and Madison was an adherent to this idea that these were a lot more sovereign than Hamilton said they might be. But that we had to do at least 100%.
Well, Washington had to work to get these states to come together and understand that we're fighting as a nation together. So when our confederations were still very divided into states, Washington was very concerned that this whole country experiment of independence and liberty would be lost because we couldn't come together. So he was one of the ones behind Jefferson and Madison and Alexander Hamilton and John Jay that it said we must unite as a country.
It gets to the difference between the philosophical and the practical. Now, I think that Adams and Jefferson were more practical than, let's say, Madison, but you have a lot of philosophers, and I would say Madison and Jefferson being the foremost of them, who had these ideas. And they've seen what has happened in terms of these other, countries and class politics, these examples of history, but it's George Washington who sees firsthand. George Washington, who's not a classically trained scholar, remember, George Washington was trained not interested in politics. Nevertheless, he's out there and seeing firsthand what's happening on the ground, and he recognizes we need some unity of purpose in this nation if this nation is going to survive.
In the government.
Right.
Right. That we can't come together in the government the way we came together to win the war. We will not win as a nation. And I see it across the world where they declare their independence,
Right.
they win,
Yes.
but they cannot unite.
Absolutely.
They come together as a country. And that would be something that makes America exceptional.
Agreed.
Has been come from all over the world. We come from all over the world and we're able to unite and at least listen to other people's points of view. And all of the different types of people that have come together that have been able to collaborate. And I feel that's why I said Senator Owen said that the party system is ruining America because they're more about party than being American. And now why we must today keep unity and who's been building community.
And he was seeing it again firsthand in the debates between Madison and the accent with Jefferson, Adams, and Hamilton in terms of where this nation is going. Right? Washington had this very unique intersection. He was the general. He was a Virginian. He understood that he spent a lot of time in Williamsburg as the various debates over independence were happening. But at the same time, he had Alexander Hamilton as one of his chief aides from New York, coming at things from a very different perspective in terms of where he saw this nation going. And Washington is able to create an amalgam of those things and push stuff forward. But again, sort of coming back to that's why the federal status is so important, because you have these three men coming together and having these debates and putting it after laying out, as Thomas Paine would have said, the common sense of the subject. Actually, I believe it was Jefferson who said, to lay out the common sense of the subject in terms so plain and firm as to command their assent. In other words, you make it very simple, make it complex conversational, so people understand the importance of this experiment.
And the federal papers were printed in the newspaper, right, and reading editorials, and that's how everyone got their news.
Right.
Which is much better than a little clickbait.
Sure.
They actually read, the people read, and said, okay, but the anti-federalists, to wrap this section, the anti-federalists were so interesting because they were opening up the debate and representing the minority thought.
Right.
When President Marcos joining the minority, saying, wait a minute, you're throwing this Constitution on us. We need to know that we're heard.
Exactly.
And so you have the anti-federalists. But today, many of them seem prescient. But let's just talk about the federalists and the anti-federalists. And that debate and how those papers and the debate within itself actually shaped this essence of our country.
Right. In the end, what they call federalists, we would probably call federalists today. Folks who are inherently skeptical of concentrated federal power. We just fought this war to get rid of one tyrant. I would rather, have one tyrant overseas to deal with than, 12 other tyrants or 12 other tyrannies around the nation dictating to me. We have very different interests. Interests in, it's interesting, right? Because you have the economic powerhouse of Virginia with very different interests than, let's say, Vermont. But nevertheless, we have to come together to deal with these things. And so you have the Federalists at this point, the folks writing the Federalist Papers, Madison and Hamilton and Jay, they are responding in their essays to the criticisms of the time, from the criticisms of the anti-federalists.
Worried about the power of the people like that.
Right, and worried about this idea of descending into tyranny, and worried about things like, Virginia at the time dictating, policy, national policy to a state like New Jersey or Massachusetts doing the same thing, right? Because remember, the two big economic powerhouses at the time were not three: Massachusetts, New York, and Philadelphia, or Pennsylvania as well. So four. Never do that math on the air. But the point is, so you have those four big states, and you have 9 smaller states. The minority, but they're smaller, and this is why, in essence, right, which is why we get into things like why we have an electoral college, and why we have a regulatory process, and things like that. Why we have a House of Representatives that is apportioned based on population, but that every state is guaranteed 2 senators, right? And again, all of these things.
The House, because there's 435 of them, there are many districts that it helps represent the minority of people that may not be heard.
Right. Well, on the other hand, every rural state, no matter how small the population gets, their 2 the Senate, and that helps balance it out. So you know,
That was a great compliment.
absolutely, and that's integral to the stability of our right. You get rid of any of those institutions. You get rid of the electoral college. You get rid of the apportionment of or the giving every state 2 senators regardless of the population, and all of a sudden these balances get thrown out. It's funny. It's one of the things I talk about. I think I've written an essay on this, which was, you know, the impact of the ratification of the 17th Amendment, which the 17th Amendment says that the people directly elect the Senate. Right. State legislatures, and how that has impacted things, whether or not, because, you know, when the founders were originally the writers of the Constitution were conceiving of the Senate, they knew that to have senators serving for only 6 years and serving far away in many cases from their states, they needed to be all the time more responsive to their citizenry in their states. So they needed to take their instructions from the state legislatures. You throw that out, and we can have a debate over whether or not it was. Yeah, another time. But the point is, you know, you have this discussion that happens in the 19th century about, well, is it more democratic to have the senators elected directly by the people? And you can make that debate. What does it give us? What does it take away from us? How does it change the balance of power between us?
It goes back to the majority and minority balance of power. So there's a balance of power in the government itself, which is the genius of the Constitution. There's a balance of power, which we tend to focus on the rights and have these rights, but it's really in America what protects those rights, which is really unique to America, which is the checks and balances.
Remember what Jefferson said in the Declaration of Independence: to preserve rights, governments are instituted upon man, and that's a derived their power from the consent of the government. But that's the point: is that the power flows from the people to the government to give us a measure of that of our rights to government in the form of powers.
But we're the ultimate check on the government. In order to do that, we must care and love our people.
Right.
We want to learn about the Constitution and federal papers. Right. And patriotism is taking a nosedive right now. And I think that's very dangerous because people don't love and care their country. In order to do that, we have to have things like this.
Here's the other problem. And I know we're not still talking about my problem. If you cannot agree on who we are as a people and why we're exceptional and what makes us an exceptional nation, then it becomes very difficult for people to come together and solve the problems that we're faced with. And that's the essence of why it's important to teach people about the Constitution, why things were done the way they are, so we all have common reference from which to go, and then have the discussions about how to solve problems.
Because in the long run, I think Nicole, we all want to feel free. We want to feel heard. And in our own families, in our own workplace, we want to be seen, we want to be acknowledged as people. And I think that permeates in a wider into the government. We want to be seen, we want to be heard. And when the people are not seen and they're not heard, and that's what the Constitution actually gives us when we understand it, is this ability to check and balance the majority, whether it's a tyranny from within or a tyranny from without a monarchy. The minority wants to be able to be heard. And I think that that's one of the beautiful things. And the amendment process. If they had been the amendment process, we would no longer have it.
I agree.
And the one thing I like to say about the amendment process is our founders knew all the things that were wrong at the time.
Yes.
Yep. But they knew that they could give us this. We could then build the house.
In order to form a more perfect union.
Yes. And that gave us the amendment process to change. It's like the escape valve, you know, in the pressure cooker. We can go and make these changes, which gives the people power again.
Yes.
It makes the minority feel like they're being heard.
100%.
Which is what we do. And the rest federal papers, you wrote in your wonderful essay that when they were having this argument with the anti-federalists, which, as I say today, are somewhat prescient, but they kept talking about the expediency.
Yes.
Finish on that.
Well, no, I mean, that's
okay, but we got to get this done.
Yeah, well, right. Listen, I'm reminded of the line from the movie Patton. You know, as Patton's explaining to the fellow Allied general, D-Day has happened. In December of 1944, the Nazis, we know Germany's about to launch a counteroffensive, and Patton says, listen, I think you all need to understand, we can still lose this war. We have a limited amount of time to sort of deal with these things. We need to deal with it now. We can't wait. They recognize the same thing, that there's a very narrow window of opportunity here to get this document ratified and capture the public's interest, because it's not just internal pressure, We knew that eventually England was going to come back and do something. And Spain. So you have all of these nations sort of looking hungrily, and so we needed to move.
And to do that, we needed to unite.
Yes.
And come to terms with things, which, you know, is a very applicable
Yes.
today.
Agreed. And they want us to turn against each other.
Yeah. And so coming together and understanding why the Constitution,
Right.
federal thinkers, that, for instance, is okay.
Absolutely.
Which makes us exceptional. Thank you so much.
Always.
You're amazing. Andrew's articles are all throughout ConstitutionAmerica.org. You can from for the past 13 years.
Yeah, wow. Wow. Yes.
Yes, and he's a wonderful scholar, a Constitution American Fellow. He just makes you magnificent. Thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure.
Damn. You see, they need to start doing this more to mass shooters, bro. Just don't even arrest them, bro. Just get them. Even if they're not holding a threat no more, that's a free hitbox, bro. Free 200 HP victory royale, nigga. Get their ass down.
It only takes a few shots from the officer to neutralize the shooter, who was later identified as 25-year-old Connor James Sturgeon, who was an employee at the Old National Bank. All of Connor's co-workers believed him to be a laid-back and low-key guy. He
What pushed them?
health issues and was planning an attack like this for a while.
Nigga look like a distribution employee, bro. You don't look like he's capable of doing shit like this.
In fact, before he carried out the attack, Connor texted one of his friends and stated that he felt depressed and that he wanted to kill as many people in the bank as possible. The incident became known as the Old National Bank shooting.
And you did nothing that like report it, bro? Are you serious? No, I'm not gonna lie. You gotta feel a little guilty from that.
A lot of people lost their lives. Connor chose violence and decided to turn on his own coworkers. But what happens when an evil person enters the
Coworkers?
On February 14, 2018,
All right, let's see this.
received a phone call regarding an active shooter at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. The officers rushed to the scene to confront the shooter. However, they were too late as he had managed to kill 17 people.
I think the concept of school shooters is still so crazy to me, bro. Especially for middle schools and elementary schools. Do you know how terrified you gotta be? Especially if the shooter is like close to you. Damn.
The shooter was later identified as 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz.
Ew. He just looks like a redditor.
High school for him was expelled in 2017 for disciplinary reasons.
Okay.
His anger management issues and often joked about guns and gun violence. All the red flags he displayed went unnoticed until this fateful day.
Okay.
The CCTV footage before the shooting shows how eerily calm Cruz was before the eventual storm.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this officer should be a life lesson. Not that school shooters abide by it, but just be nice to everyone. You feel me? You never know if you're gonna get saved or not. Wait, this is their school? What school y'all going to? I thought this thing was at a Walmart. Holy shit, I've seen items on like food and shit. What?
Cruz made his way to the high school, where he
It's on the outside.
always began firing indiscriminately at students and teachers. Just a few minutes before dismissal time, Cruz managed to massacre 17 people. The scenes and cell phone recordings from within the campus are beyond horrific.
Dude, what the fuck did you do in that situation? This gotta be the most scariest situation on mankind. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. R.I.P. to all the kids, bro, that died in this event because, bro, when I tell y'all what, this is enough to make me cry, bro. Real talk. And then you have all these people grouped up next to you. Do you know how scared those kids gotta be, bro? I didn't even think about that, bro. Imagine you in this situation and your homie that you know in school says, I don't know, elementary, you see him get goddamn. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't think people really, like, grasp how insane school shootings really are, bro. And then imagine the teachers that have to risk their lives to make sure that the class is safe. This is one of the scariest experiences, bro. Robbie praying that a nigga could just football tackle this nigga, just blitz his ass, and then just get him from the back. But I know that requires a lot of guts, because all you gotta do is take a 360 turn and boom, you're beating Tupac, bro.
Eventually, crooks in New York jails dropped the gun and attempted to escape by blending in with the fleeing students. CCTV captured him attempting to escape before being apprehended by the police.
I'm sorry, bro. The police officers are better than me. I don't care if that nigga has no gun. I'm shooting him down and saying that nigga was armed. Dead ass. Especially after any kids. Or at least, like, punch this nigga. Do something. Meet his ass. Roar!
What's going on today, bro? Demons?
You would not believe, man. It was not Kid Carson, nigga. The demons? That's what you're gonna call them? Nigga, you are the demon. You are not Randy Orton, bro. What is this nigga talking about, bro? No, he's not real.
Voices and demons?
Yo, that's so disrespectful. Your ass ended so many lives that you acting like you hella younger. Bitch, shut your ass